He thinks he has game. He's not kidding. Do you guys see how damaging this is when someone not that attractive then sees this and starts calling you? Did I give you the James Harden video?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we play that? I'm going to show you an example. James Harden's a little different. He's 6'5", shooting guard. He's probably worth $400 or $500 million. I just want you to.
I've seen her a couple of times, and looking at her Instagram, and I asked one of my homegirls, give me the number.
He called my phone like 5 times at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even know he had my number. I didn't know who gave him my number. I didn't know what was going on.
But she don't know who I am, what's going on, none of that.
So then he FaceTimes me.
She's so weird, she answered the FaceTime. Weird. Hey, it's you again, huh?
He's like, you look so nice at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know me? I'm just like, how did you get my number?
Talked for an hour and a half. The first time. I got game, like, I know how to put words together to where it makes sense. So you like, you like stunned.
James does not have any game at all.
Hey, there's another word if you're not an NBA player for this. It's called harassment.
Just so
I like how he calls her weird, but then is calling her from a number she doesn't know.
So, but hold on. Let's go back to the original theme. He thinks he has game. He's not kidding. He thinks that he was born on third base and thought he had a triple. James Harden is a walk-in first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's worth $125 million. He called the girl 5-6 times. Her friends were like, you better pick up the phone. That's James Harden. Are you out of your mind? Pick up the phone. That's what happened. And so from his standpoint, the rest of do you guys see how damaging this is when someone not that attractive then sees this and starts calling you at 8 o'clock in the morning 5 times? Do you see how crazy this
James
is?
Harden.
It's like a
Hold on. Go ahead.
You have to be delusional to think that would be okay if you're not even that attracactive.
First off, I'm mad at homegirl for giving out my number without asking.
Yeah, exactly.
That part.
Yeah, if you don't know me at all and you're calling me over and over at 8 o'clock in the morning,
You better be worth $125 million. Exactly.
Even.
You guys understand? So that's kind of the theme of this show. It's like how the general population, dating coaches, matchmakers, pop psychologists, pickup artists, black pill people, all these individuals, they're just giving horrible dating advice that don't work for 80% of men. And then they think it does. Guys, again, I don't know what it's like to date as a woman. So, but women are sitting there giving advice. That one girl, what's her name? The one who goes on to Chris Williamson all the time with the black hair who gives terrible advice. I can't remember her name right now.
Blaine?
Sadia Khan?
No. Damn it.
Sorry.
It's such ineffective advice that I see these people do. And then the response is always to me, it's one of two things. Either, Michael, the stuff you teach wouldn't work, or Michael, the stuff you teach is immature. It's so toxic. I can't believe you're manipulating people. Hold on, bitch. It's either one or the other. It either works or it doesn't work. It can't be both. And so that's the issue. That's the thing that I've seen most recently, just this plethora of horrible dating advice. And why does it get through? Why does it pass through the filter? It's because it's what people want to hear. People want to believe a movie like Hitch is real. Hitch is a movie about sexual harassment. If you guys don't understand, Hitch is a terrifying movie about dudes who are obsessed with one woman and one guy's teaching them to go ahead and manifest their obsession. That is sexual harassment. That's what it is. But in reality, there's one guy in the movie, I don't know if you remember, he's like, yeah, I just want to sleep with a bunch of women. And Will Smith was about to punch him in the face. That's the only guy who got it. That's the only guy who actually understood. Being attractive to women in general is the secret. It's not finding one woman and then just when you're not attractive to women and then just obsessing over her. But when you duplicate your feelings, then you can reciprocate back, but not before, not until they show you some interest.
No, I remember the other day we were watching Californication, and the whole time we were watching the show, we were like, dude, fuck, this show would never, ever be.
You guys will notice it's very hard to find the show Californication anywhere because the show is what I would like to call factually accurate. Like it's very, that's exact. Like David Duchovny was basically, he's a sex addict playing he's Charlie Sheen, but basically he's Charlie Sheen 1.0. He's funny as shit during the whole show, and every episode he's just banging a different chick. And then after a while the show got canceled. Why did it get canceled? Because people didn't like the idea of what he was doing, because even though it was effective. So that was the issue there. We played this a while ago. Do you remember the small forward for the Celtics? What's his name? He won an NBA championship. Well, I can't remember his name right now. He was on some show and he was talking about, hey, if your wife went on Chris Brown and started taking a bunch of photos with Chris Brown and Chris Brown was grabbing their ass, what would you do? And he goes, well, I'm a public figure. My wife did that. It'd be over. We would just get a divorce. That would be the end of the relationship. He goes, but Pookie and Ray Ray down the street, they need to be like, oh, you go, girl. You did that. You met Chris Brown. Good job. Because it's true. 85% of men, they're lucky. If their wife cheats on them, they have to tolerate it. This is why 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by men. I'm just trying to explain to you guys right now, like the idea after, if you don't believe me, I want you to think about how much more money Piers Morgan has than you do. And just take a second right now, and I want you to think about how much more famous Piers Morgan is than you are. I want you to think about how much more money Piers Morgan has than you do. And Piers Morgan's wife cucks him, repeatedly cucks him. And by the way, I hope if he hears this, he's not offended by it, because your wife is doing this on Instagram, openly talking about having sex with other men.